between us now. Turn your love around, our memories and photographs are all we have between us now. Hey guys, Andy Pickering here, and I'm back for 2024 for some new recording breakdown videos. As you can see from the title, I'm going to be going for the marriage of analog and digital. You know, I'm an analog purist most of the time, but it couldn't be helped that I needed to use the DAW for this one. So the song is called Turn Your Love Around, and I wrote that about 10 years ago, and that was released on my When Today Is History album. So I got a demo done, written the song in a kind of very generic way as I would have done at the time, you know, recorded 4-track demo, fleshed out song, lyrics, everything all done. And then I wanted to do a version with orchestral score on it. Now I had a bandmate at the time, the band's no longer going, called the Draytones, Gabriel Boccazzi, and you know, we're great friends, and he was willing to write a orchestral score because he's done orchestral scores before. He wrote the score, programmed it all, and sent it back. And then I used the 4-track to sort of try and make the string sound as real as possible. And that was the only version that existed of this song that's ever been released. The demo's never been heard. In the back of my mind, the score was so beautiful, like ridiculously good, that I always wanted the opportunity to get a real string quartet to record it. And then 10 years later, so fast forward to last year, I've got a friend called Joseph Lawenson who runs a Strings for Songs program. Now he's a composer himself, and he composes a handful of compositions for string quartets, all to be recorded in one day in a session, so that makes it affordable for everyone involved, that you can get professional strings recorded. So I clocked that and thought, oh, I wonder if I could dig up that score and get the score recorded for Turn Your Love Around. And that came to fruition. Joe was happy to do it, and even though he wasn't writing the score himself, he still needed to produce it and make sure that it works with real players and things like that. So one day last year in London, in the Royal College of Music, the score for Turn Your Love Around was turned into an absolute dream by real professional strings players recording it. So of course the original idea for this was that it was going to go on the 8-track Tascam 38, and I was going to get all the multi-tracks and do my bounce downs with my reverbs and all the things that I usually do. If you've seen my videos before, you kind of know how I work. But unfortunately, the Tascam 38's got a few track issues at the moment, and it wasn't something that I could get fixed in a hurry, but this song was kind of like, I needed to just get it done. I needed to keep working, because never let a piece of equipment hold you back. Even if it's, you know, I know you got your great tape machine, you want to use it, but if you have to record digital just to get something done, to be creative, that's way more important than a piece of equipment. So I had to work around that. So obviously the original tracks were digital anyway, and I was going to transfer them over. So still using the tape, I had to go and use my 2-track machines, and that is what I'm going to be demonstrating and show you how I built the track and finished it with the tape machines and with the digital end as well. So let's go back to the beginning and look at that original demo, and we'll go from there. And this is where the story began for this song. 4-track demo. I wrote the song, and I was so excited at the time, I just got it down straight away. And the demo sounds very different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There was a day, my friend, you had to realize that you could make it on your own.
Then came the version that I ended up recording on my When Today's History album. Is here.
There was a day, my friend, you had to realize that you could make it on your own. I know I've had my share, the best has been and gone, and I leave it all behind. Turn your love around, our memories and photographs are all we have between us now.
And the recording started here with my Challen upright piano. And I set it up very much like I do any session work that I do, with two microphones left and right above with the top open. I had a room mic about here where I'm standing, and then down the back behind is a dynamic mic, so 4 mics. I'm just going to insert now me playing it as I did it then, but just a little clip. So then the next thing is I got the approval on the piano part. Everything was looking good for the score, and it was time to go down to London and get it recorded. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend, but I luckily have footage of the string quartet beautifully playing the score. Okay, so here we have in my session my original piano track, which got sent off to the London Royal College of Music for these strings to be recorded. Now, I did have all the multi-tracks for the strings. There they are, with the piano. 4 mics on the piano there. Okay, so that's recording down now. Okay, so that is down on the tape. And the whole point of this is I want to record it back into the computer, pitch down. Around a semitone, somewhere between a semitone and a tone. And there it is going in. Okay, so now that's recorded in, it's time to do the left and right reverb, and it's going EQ, reverb, compression. And we're just going to record that in real time. And there we have the stereo spring reverb recorded. It just opens the whole thing up. I'm not going to go too extreme with it. I mean, that's the sound of the reverbs on their own. Okay, I'm set up for a vocal now, and the tube ribbon mic is set up because I really want a warm, double tracked thick vocal sound, and this mic is really nice to do vocals with if you're after a particular type of sound. Great thing about these mics is they have a nice smooth high-end roll-off, so you don't suffer too much with sibilance, and also I can get away with out a pop shield with this as well. So I've got that plugged into the desk there, which is going through the nice transformer input, so it's a nice warm input there, and then it's getting compressed by the 1176 clone down there. So let's get on with this. I know I've had my share, the best has been and gone, and I'll leave it all behind. Turn your love around, our memories and photographs are all we have between us now. Okay, vocals down. So let's have a little playback of those, as you can see. Listen to the sound of songs that show the best in me, and double tracked, hold on to them as close as I can get them. So what I want to do now is add a tape delay and reverb effect. So I've grouped those two together as a mono group, both double track, well, both single track vocals, creating a double track vocal coming out of a mono source into this. Let me set this off. 7.5 inches a second now, that is. Set this off here. So that's coming in down there, being recorded. Okay. Then that's coming through the EQ, getting rid of all the low end and boosting the nice bits. Then it's hitting the reverb, and then that's being compressed, which is all taken care of down here, coming out my interface and back in. So I'll get that recorded, and as you can see, that's recording both double track vocals, just the effect, which will sound lovely once blended back with those original takes. Turn your love around, our memories and photographs, add in the effect. All we have between us now. Listen to the sound and blend it in with the whole track. That should sound really good. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is take all those elements, the double track vocal and the effect that we've just done, and then I'm going to record those to tape and back into the computer in real time, and we are good to go with a finished vocal sound from tape. Okay, so we've now got the lead vocals with the effect recorded from tape in real time back into the computer. Now, of course, there's a delay there, so what I'm going to just do is drag that back and get that in line as close as I can to the originals, and then that's just going to be the one double tracked mono tape effect finished vocal. In classic me style, now that I've done all those processes and I've got the one track that I want, in a very analog mentality, I get rid of all these now. Don't need any of those. Remove selected tracks. Oh my god, yes! And there we go. We have got complete bare bones. And there we go. Okay, lastly then for the tracking is just some backing vocals. Now I've swapped the mics out and I've got my trusty Electro Voice RE10 there. I personally like to do backing vocals with a different microphone to just get a different blend of, you know, frequencies. Don't want to sort of overdo it with the same mic. And yeah, just going to be some subtle textural harmonies going on, same as the original track. Songs that showed the best in me and hold on to them when you're down. Okay, there's the little backing vocals that I've just put down, double tracked. Of songs that show the best in me and hold on to them when you're down. Okay, and now time to bounce the double track backing vocals through the tape via some spring reverb just to smooth it out a little bit. And those double track vocals are recording from the tape through the reverb into a single mono track. Hold on to them when you're down. And there we have it, the final arrangement in the DAW before the next stage. And that's the whole track now. 5 tracks, which is going to be ideal. So what I'm going to do with this now is send it out of my interface into the mixing desk. The beautiful Tascam M30. I like to sum the individual tracks through this, and then I'm going to be sending it to a reel-to-reel tape machine for the final mix. I'm going to be using the Revox A77 for the final mix, and that is because this is a 1968 tape machine, and it just has, you know, a very unique flavour to it that sounds great on final mixes. Even though this one runs at 15 inches a second and is arguably better quality, this one's just going to have the vibe that I'm after, especially for the kind of track that this is. And here we are, the Revox is set up. I've got my reverb coming through here. The only reason they're on the end there is for connectors reason. These for some reason are the only two that have jack connectors. And then I've got my stereo music coming through there, and then the mono vocals coming through there, and they're all bussed to the master fader, which is coming down on the tape machine. There was a day, my friend. Without further ado, here is Turn Your Love Around, coming straight off the Revox, and this is going to be part of my next release for 2024. There was a day, my friend, you had to realize that you could make it on your own. I know I've had my share, the best has been and gone, and I'll leave it all behind. Turn your love around, our memories and photographs are all we have between us now. Listen to the sound of songs that show the best in me and hold on to them when you're down. It's never easy, and I know I've had to share that you made it on your own.
light-hearted tale of winter sadness comes. I feel it all the time. Turn your love around. Our memories and photographs are all we have between us now. Listen to the sound of songs that show the best in me, and hold on to them when you're down. So you made it on your own. You've seen the best in me. No more sitting by the phone. You've seen the best in me, and there's nothing left. That's all I've got. So you hear it once again. Turn your love around. Our memories and photographs are all we have between us now. Listen to the sound of songs that show the best in me, and hold on to them when you're down. So I've finally done justice to that beautiful string arrangement from Gabriel Boccazzi, and it just brought my song to life. I mean, it's incredible, really. You know, it's very melancholy and it's just got the perfect mood. And then, yeah, thanks so much to, you know, Joe, who got the reality of getting the strings actually recorded, and the players are just unbelievable on that. And yeah, it's all come together nicely. If you want to work with me, you know, I work here in the studio. I can do a lot of analog mixing. You want to work with me if you want me to play piano, keyboards, organs, you know, whatever on your tracks. I'm a session keyboardist, so, you know, please check the website out. It's had a bit of a revamp. I'm kind of like trying to, you know, get into just working with as many people as I can. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See you later. Bye.